Come on, baby, you were mine. Yeah! I'm fishing in the bluest waters all over the world. And whenever I hear Gulf of Mexico, I was like, you know, that's really out of my zone. Sure, I'm sure it's great fishing. And whether I want to hem and haul or not, at the end of the day, I'm always like, God, that's cool. I got to spend more time out here. Come on, turn! They were stretching me out. They're getting me in the rocks. I mean, I couldn't stop them. The Gulf permits are a whole new generation of animal.
50-pounder.
100 yards, baby.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Rodger.
Scotty, we're gonna head out in the Gulf today, buddy. I think it's flat calm, and there's no wind for the sailfish. I like to sailfish and tuna fish on that ocean when it's a little bit rougher. Slick calm. Let's go out in the Gulf and
I
see.
didn't bring any helium, so it kind of...
Yeah, but we'll get out there, and you know, there's always something happening out there. Whether
Last time we were in the Gulf, we made some magic. Let's see what we can do today.
tiger shark with a bunch of cobia, or a bunch of permit, or a couple Goliath groupers for you to pull on.
I could use a little cobia.
I spent a lot of time in the Gulf, man, when things on the ocean ain't doing too well. That's a great option down here, is you can always shoot over to the Gulf and bend the rod. I just saw a manatee breach back there.
Oh, yeah? Like an orca? I think I got one Goliath in me today, maybe two.
It's neat whenever I get a chance to take Scott Walker out there in the Gulf, because, you know, his whole life is spent on the ocean, in the blue water, you know, fishing for marlin and tunas and sailfish and white marlin. And it's a little bit of a cheerleading job of mine to get him excited about the green water, because he's kind of pouty, you know, when we want to head to the Gulf.
I grow up, I'm fishing in the bluest waters all over the world. And whenever I hear Gulf of Mexico, I was like, you know, that's really out of my zone. Sure, I'm sure it's great fishing. Again, it's not a body of water that I target. So whenever I get a chance to go with Steve, I know that he's not gonna waste my time. First off, he's trying to convince me that it's just as good as the ocean. And whether I want to hem and haul or not, at the end of the day, I'm always like, God, that's cool. I got to spend more time out here.
Eventually that sun comes out, I'll go up top here, see if I can't spot these jokers.
30 on both?
Yeah, let's do a small jig head on both.
30-pound leader?
Yeah, 30 pound, yeah, what the heck. Let's see if they'll bite us.
All right. We're hoping to target the permit, but just as easy come up with the mud snapper, right?
Oh yeah, there's snappers here and cobias, and a little bit of everything.
When I'm in the Gulf with Steve and the water's green, I can't see what's going on around me. You got to go with the local. And Steve's go-to is a naked jig with either a piece of cut bait or a crab. We brought crabs specifically for targeting permit, but it's just, you never know what you're gonna get, but when you do get it, it's gonna scream your drag. Catch a barracuda?
The cobia?
What is that?
I think it's a cobia or a shark. But the way he's running around on top makes me think there's a big old bull shark chasing it.
That's a cobia. He's a little short though.
Well, the permit is the crab eater, and so is the cobia.
I see that. You know, when we're in the Gulf, no matter what we're targeting, if we're on a wreck or structure, almost guaranteed there's going to be a cobia on one of the wrecks you visit during the day. So it's not uncommon for me and Steve at any given day when we're fishing in the Gulf waters to be ready for the cobia that's going to show up. We're just sitting there kind of game planning how we're going to attack the wreck, and boom, here comes the cobia.
That thing's a keeper, bro.
Definitely a keeper.
We caught a nice cobia. I think I'm rubbing off on Scott a little bit. He's releasing a few more fish. He's been cooking the heck out of everything we've been catching for a long time. I've been waiting on my canned tuna now for 2 years. I ain't got it yet.
If I see a fish that isn't quality over the legal minimum length, even if it's edible, I'm more apt to let it go and just see how the rest of the day goes. And that means I'm doing pretty well at the freezer back home. The old hot pink.
Thank you, sir.
He's barely legal. I'm gonna let him go. That's
Are
a nice
you?
fish, though. Let's kick it up about 4 or 5 more inches.
All right. Might be the only one you see today.
It's all right, we're gonna let him go.
Oh man, I love you, Scott. I knew I'd wear off on you. Started letting animals go.
You want to grab on that hook for you, Captain?
See if we can't catch something else, and if not, we'll make a move.
Oh my goodness. Come on, baby, you were mine. Your face hits the surface. Yeah!
That's not easy right there, Scott.
Whew.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Simrad, go with confidence. Bubba, the ultimate lifestyle. Sea Deck, your boat deserves Sea Deck. Waypoint. By Yamaha, reliability starts here. And by Ameritrail. Hawks K Resort. Power Pro. And Costa.
All right, Scotty, try it again, buddy. Catch me something. If the conditions are right, Scott, the water's clear, in the spring, you know, these permit group up real big, and you can actually see the school sometimes, you know. I'm sure you've seen them when you've been riding in the tower looking for sailfish.
Big cloud on the water, and then you start seeing their sickle fins, you get a little bit excited, just a little.
If I had the choice on a beautiful day, you know, could go either to the Atlantic or the Gulf of Mexico, you know, it'd be a hard choice. Basically, I would go off of where I was expecting the most bites, you know, meaning if I get reports that the dolphin fishing is off the chain, I'll run out to the south side. But if I hear it's slow, I'm gonna run out in the Gulf because I know in the Gulf, we're gonna get bites. Nope. There's your Goliath, baby.
Oh no.
Put that rod to test. You got a good hook. Tighten her up. You got her, Scott. Come on. Tighten it up. Come on, baby. You can't break that rod. That's the new stuff.
Big old black grouper.
You promised me, unbreakable.
I set up my Shimano Twin Power 10,000s with a 7-foot rod that I can cast to a dolphin 100 yards with a popping lure, or I can throw a crab 70 feet to a finning permit. The rod and reel setup is set up to catch anything that swims. I didn't build this outfit to catch a 200-pound Goliath grouper, but you drop a bait on a wreck, you never gonna catch. I love the Gulf.
Not many places you get to pull on fish like that. Let me know what you need, buddy. You got him confused now. He don't know where the wreck is.
The beauty of fishing down here is there shouldn't be any fish that we can't catch with a tackle we're using, including the Goliath grouper and big sharks, lemon sharks, and bull sharks. We encounter them as bycatch almost daily while we're down here. Sometimes we target them and we still catch them, but when we encounter them as bycatch, it's nice to know that the rods and reels we're using are more than up to the task. It looks like it's stuff you want to catch a bass with, but at the end of the day, this stuff is engineered to catch anything that swims. And you put two guys that can catch anything that swims, the right rod and reel, we're gonna make it happen. Now that's a fish right there. Medium heavy 7-foot pole, 40-pound braid. I'm not gonna tell you what the leader is, it'll blow your mind.
When you're fishing on these wrecks, there's all kinds of stuff there. You know, obviously the Goliath groupers are doing really well. They've been protected here since the early 90s. There's not a wreck in the Gulf that's not loaded with them. You drop anything to the bottom, you can catch a Goliath grouper. And to a lot of people, that's a memory of a lifetime because it basically is a largemouth bass that can weigh up to 400 pounds.
There he is again.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one, buddy.
Wow.
It's not bad for a spinning rod.
Leader on. Oh, you're kidding me, bro.
Not bad for the old spinning rod.
I thought it'd be an 80-pounder.
No, that thing's 175 pounds.
Woo. You got one more left in you, buddy? I'm bringing you right back. That's right. You aren't going where you want to go. That's it. Come on back to the old spear one. Remember your boyhood memories of catching gags?
You're kidding me.
The gags done grew up.
That one had a little more spunk to it, you know? That one definitely got me in the structure, though.
More like a black, huh?
It just had a little, like a run on it, a lot of times that Goliath just kind of shakes his head a little bit right before he.
I'm aware. He's doing that right now.
It'll hit, it'll strike, it'll run, it'll pull, it'll break everything on your body and on your boat. It's a strong animal. I've seen them eat permit, up to 20 pounds. I've seen them eat cobia. They're just an amazing creature to see. If you've never seen one, you need to really book a trip with someone, and they're all up and down the coast of Florida. You can pretty much catch them anywhere. Book a trip and take a look at one of these animals, because they're a true dinosaur. I see him again.
Oh boy. Wow. Oh my goodness. Come on, baby, you were mine. Your face hits the surface. Yeah!
Oh, look at that.
Anybody can hook him in a mouth, Steve.
That's not easy right there, Scott.
Whew. All right. I've done my battle.
I wonder if it slipped out of his mouth and ended up.
It wasn't there the first time up.
No, I don't think so. A healthy one.
Thanks. So anyway,
Sure exactly what's gonna happen here. I know I'll end up getting wet, probably.
30-pound leader, 1 ounce jig.
Back in the old days, I used to stick my hands in those gills.
Oh yeah, back in the old days?
Them days are over. All right, Scott.
I let him go, baby.
Yeah.
Swim, baby.
Oh yeah. And there he goes. Sweet release.
Woo!
All right, good job, Scott.
Let's see if I can get anything.
That's a cobia, Goliath grouper of the large size.
And mackerel?
Mackerel, but it's time for the permit. That's pretty much what to expect when you come out here in the Gulf of Mexico, man. Fish on, boy. Come on, Scotty, that's the one we need, baby. Catch him before he rocks you up.
When I headed down here from Duck Key, I set my truck up with all the tackle to catch swordfish, dolphin, groupers, yellowtails, and some permit. An 8,000 and 10,000 twin power with a medium heavy rod. I caught a 200-pound Goliath with my first cast, and the permit were wearing me out. I mean, they were as strong as any deep water fish I've ever caught. Whoa! Got through the leader there, Capt. They were stretching me out. They were getting me in the rocks. I mean, I couldn't stop them. The Gulf permits are a whole new generation of animal.
Take it.
Come on, baby. Turn, turn, turn. That's everything I got, skipper. Come on, turn. It hasn't even left the bottom yet. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! Come on.
I'm gonna bring mine up and I'll back you up.
Holy moly. Going back to the anchor line. Come on. There we go. As much drag as I had on a Goliath. Come on. Come on. That jig's gonna open up. Woo.
50-pounder.
He is 100 yards, baby. He got all my braid. Permit. For me, charter fishing in the Middle Keys, we get them for a short window in the late spring. They hit a couple of our wrecks. They're here for a couple of weeks. If we have the right weather and bait, we catch them. It's not as highly sought after in my circle of clients who want more of the eating fish and the pelagics, the cobia, sailfish, dolphin. Come on.
Ooh, ooh.
Head
coral
shaking.
head right there. Let me see if I can help you out.
He's gone, he's gone.
All right, I'm trying to help you out. But...
I never turned that one. That's 350 yards right there. So it's on the bottom of my customer request list, but it's also on my top of how strong they are for however you try to catch them. You got it there, boss.
That's the right one, I think.
You got a new leader on there. I just tied it on there for you. Good mark right here.
That's all we need, Scotty. We got cobia, Goliath.
What are you adding? What are you adding to the list?
Now I just need to get you a shark and a permit. That's everything you dreamed of last night when I told you we were going fishing with green water. I might be handing this to you before long.
Ready to take over. The release.
It's springtime, you know, we have a really great permit fishery down here. It's kind of a known thing that these fish will gather up on certain locations, and it's really fun. It gives people an opportunity to catch a fish that's very elusive, very difficult in other situations.
These are permit, they're jumbos, huh?
Most of the times the fish at this spot are pretty big. You know, if that sunlight would have stayed out, probably could even see the school, you know? We're having to blind, just drift with them. All right, I might have to give that to you. Wasn't really happy with the watercolor, so you know, we really couldn't see the fish. It wasn't a sight fishing situation, whereas normally we want to sight fish those permit. You can see the schools and throw a crab to them. So what we did was we started marking them actually on the Simrad, and then we would just throw the crabs out and kind of blind fish for them.
A lot of head
Getting
shaking.
a lot of shark chasing.
A lot of head shaking. I don't think it's the same fish anymore.
Reel, 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 reel. Reel, 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 reel. Get him, baby. 1000% sure it was a permit when I hand it to you. Whatever you did is your fault.
So Steve, we're down Key West. We're gonna go fishing this week, and you're gonna put me on some of your favorite wrecks.
Yeah, man.
And when we're on the wrecks, back in the day, we would mark them with a big meatball on top of it, and we wouldn't know what we were looking at. We'd figure it was bait, and we'd be happy knowing that that was there. But now with the new Simrad on your boats loaded with the new chirp technology. And what's chirp? Chirp is just another way of separating targets that are mixed close together.
So instead of traditionally pulling out there, marking a bunch of fish, going, wow, there's fish here, now we can decipher bait from the predators. Okay.
If we're looking for a big king or a sail on a wreck, you can instantly get on top of this wreck, do your grid, say, here's the bait here, and look, there's 3 big boomerangs. Where are they going to be? They're going to be predators. They're going to be barracuda, kingfish, wahoo, sails. So the chirp technology, with a few little adjustments on your game, pulls the actual targets out as boomerangs. And now we know when we come on a wreck, whether it's just a school of sardines or a school of sardines with a pack of sails, wahoo, or predators, or whatever we're after to make our clients happy.
Whenever you can isolate out the predators from the bait, and the wreck itself, you know what I mean? You're actually going to be able to pick these 3 things apart instead of just one big blob. It's always something that helps you progress, whether you decide to throw the anchor or we're just going to move on to the next spot.
It just enables us to go with confidence.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Scales, every degree of water. Yeti, built for the wild. West Marine, for your life on the water. And by Shimano. Big Pine Key. Nikon. Ocean's Edge Resort and Marina. And by Spear One Charters.
Can't get enough of Into the Blue? Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hashtag us in some of your big fish photos, and we'll feature you as Fan of the Week. See you there.
Yeah, for this guy, I'm going to just gut him, knock the scales off. Then I'm just going to put a few little slices, vertical slices, and in each slice I'm going to fill with either a whole garlic clove, maybe a few limes from my key lime tree, and then I'm just going to cook them indirect on the green egg for about 30 minutes until he gets a nice crunch on the skin. Not going to go real heavy on the spices, just a little bit of salt and pepper, and let the lime and garlic do the rest of the magic while it's baking off.
1,000% sure it was a permit when I handed it to you. Whatever you did is your fault. You know, it's funny, you can tell when them sharks are on them too. They'll come right, try to hide in the motors, you know? Come on, you blacktail. Come on, there he is. Nice permit, bro. Whoa, look at the shark.
Oh!
Try to go between the motors, watch him.
Big old bullhead on him.
Is there something chasing him?
Oh yeah.
You come down there, I'll tail him for you.
Come on down.
Nice permit, brother. Go fatty. We're gonna, that'll go over here with you.
Okay, you got him?
All right, I
Oh,
got
that
him,
thing is
Scott.
an old monster.
Nice one, buddy. Woo! Nice fish, bro.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Boy, really all white, you know?
Yeah, man.
Not a lot of black on him, not a whole lot of yellow.
Right on.
The permit got that mouth design just to
Look at that.
smash
spot
them
right there.
crabs. You got pliers on your pocket there.
Yeah, they're right here. Highly coveted.
Great fish, Bob. Nice fish, brother. Thought that shark was gonna get him. You could tell the way he was acting, you know? Nice permit.
I'm all about getting back on that same spot. I had one on too, I guess. I think they fight like black groupers when they get that big. Come on, baby, make it back to your pack.
All right, let's do it again.
All right, I'll get you rigged up.